It comes out of that personal feeling that even though I'm a pastor and I run a community in person, you can still feel very alone in like having a passionate desire to not be satisfied with the way things are in your own life. And we learned that at Man of Character and just any kind of coaching network where you want to go harder in a certain area of your life, you tend to only be around other people that are that passionate about it. And sometimes I feel like that about faith. There's got to be other people that are just so like, what else can I do to grow closer to my Savior? Because I love being close to him. I love having a deep faith and I love encouraging others. And I want to do that more. And I also want to do that with others. I don't want to do it by myself.
And you know the devil is nonstop. So
yeah,
like, let's think about it.
right. And you can't do this on your own. And when I have done that, I've failed. I've failed miserably. And I want to be the best I can be in this time on earth as a father and as a husband and as a pastor and just as a friend and someone who is not walking alone, because God tells us not to do that. So all of those things were like, how do we do this? And how can I help the one person who's off on their own thinking all this and is not telling anybody, like I said, in church, feeling ostracized or shut down? Like, how do I encourage them to go back into their church and not be afraid? And how do I help someone who's in Europe in a small church body and they get together and have this great experience of being with other Christians, but then they go home and they're the only one that they know of that actually takes their faith seriously? But they're not alone, just in that they feel that way because in their sphere or in their town, they don't know of anybody who's like that. And it's like, how do I help them while helping me? And that's what birthed Underground.